Hello, today on Storytime we are going to be reading Superheroes Are Everywhere by Kamala Harris. And what's exciting about this story time is instead of focusing on things like literary devices and plot, we're going to be learning a little bit more about the author of this book, who is Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris may sound like a really familiar name right now. You hear her name all the time in the news and media, people talking about it all the time. So why is she so popular right now? So Kamala Harris has recently been elected as the vice president under the Biden administration in the 2020 election, which happened in November. Kamala Harris will be the first woman in the history of the United States to serve as our vice president. And the vice president has two really important jobs within their role. They serve as the substitute to the president, and you can think about this kind of as the teacher-substitute-teacher relationship, where if the teacher is unable to teach, the substitute teacher steps in, and that is very similar to if the president is unable to serve, the vice president steps into the role of acting president. And then the other part of the vice president's job is to serve as the president of the Senate. Now, the Senate is part of our lawmaking part of government. And in the Senate, there are 100 senators because each state gets two senators, which 2 votes per state. And there are 50 states, so 2 times 50 is 100 senators. And since that is an even number, there could very easily be a tie with 50 senators voting for one thing and 50 senators voting for another thing. So Kamala Harris, as the vice president, will serve as the tiebreaker if that situation happens during her 4-year term. So it's time to get into a cozy spot, and we're going to learn a little bit more about our new Vice President, Kamala Harris. Superheroes Are Everywhere by Kamala Harris, illustrated by Mechal, Renee, Rowe. Faster than a rocket ship, stronger than a tidal wave, braver than a lion, superheroes always make the world better, no matter what's going wrong. Whenever there's trouble, superheroes show up just in time. When I was a kid, I was sure that superheroes were everywhere, blending in with regular people, ready to do good at a moment's notice. I was determined to find them, so I started my superhero search right at home. Heroes make you feel special. It didn't take too long to find one. I noticed my mom had a magic touch. Her hugs made me feel warm, safe, and even strong. She knew I loved good food, so she taught me her secret recipes, and we'd create huge, delicious meals together for our friends and family. I even cooked some of the dishes all by myself. See, Kamala, my mom would say, you can do anything if you put your heart into it and try hard, anything in the world. My mom was a superhero because she made me feel special. She believed in me, and that helped me believe I could do anything. Who makes you feel special? Heroes are people you can count on. My sister Maya and I did everything together: ballet class, piano lessons, bike riding, and board games. I knew that if I ever needed her, she'd be there, one half of our dynamic duo. When we felt sad, my mom would throw us an unbirthday party so we'd feel better. Together we'd eat unbirthday cake, open unbirthday presents, and dance around the living room. Maya was always on my side. My sister was a superhero because she was someone I could count on. Who can you count on? Heroes make you feel brave. I kept searching for superheroes in other parts of my family. My dad wanted me to be fearless. Whenever we were at the park, he'd let go of my hand and call out, "Run, Kamala, run!" And I'd run as far as I could for as long as I could. My dad was a superhero because he made me feel brave. Who makes you feel brave? Heroes stand up for what's right. My grandmother was one of the smartest people I've ever met, and she used her smarts and her voice to speak out for women who were being hurt and to teach them how to stay healthy. My grandfather used his voice to make India a free country. All of my grandparents in India and in Jamaica were superheroes for standing up for what is right. Who stands up for what's right in your life? Heroes are best friends. My best friends and I cared about each other. When I was in kindergarten, I told a boy to stop teasing one of my best friends, and another time, that best friend helped me when I fell on the playground. We all wanted to feel safe at school. My best friends were superheroes because they made one another feel safe. Who are your best friends? Heroes are teachers. I loved my first grade teacher, Miss Wilson. She taught us about plants and flowers, sang songs with us from cultures all around the world, and revealed how tadpoles turned into frogs. Teachers like Miss Wilson are superheroes because they showed us the whole wide world and helped us to chase our dreams. Who are your favorite teachers? Heroes are kind. When I looked, I found a superhero right down my street. Miss Shelton was our family friend and was like a second mom to me. She watched Maya and me while our mom was at work. We'd gobble up her homemade biscuits, peach cobbler, and gumbo for special occasions, and pile into her car on Sundays for church. Miss Shelton treated everyone with love and respect. Her kindness made her a superhero to me. Who is kind to you? Heroes explore with you. Aunt Lenore and I chased fireflies and caught them with jars. Uncle Sherman taught me how to play chess. Aunt Mary and I read books after book together. My Uncle Freddie took me to museums where we'd see dazzling artwork. My aunts and uncles, my mom's friends who are a part of our family, helped me to explore the world, and that's what made them superheroes. Who helps you explore? Heroes work hard. Even when I got older, I kept searching for superheroes. When it was time for me to go to college, I was excited to go where my Aunt Chris went to study, at Howard University. My grandmother hadn't had the chance to go to college, but she encouraged her kids, my mom and my aunts and uncle, to study hard, and they did. My mom became a scientist, my uncle Balu is an economist, and my Aunt Sarla is a doctor, and my Aunt Chini works with computers. They were superheroes because they showed me that by working hard, I could be whatever I wanted when I grew up. Who do you know who works hard? Heroes protect people. After college, I wanted to become a lawyer, like some of the people I looked up to. Thurgood Marshall, Constance Baker Motley, and Charles Hamilton Houston. They fought in court because they knew that people weren't always treated equally, but should be. Like them, I wanted to make sure that law would protect everyone. These lawyers were superheroes because they protected people by using the power of words and ideas. Who protects you? Heroes make a difference together. Once I became a lawyer and then a senator, I worked with all sorts of people to help kids. And even better, I got to know some amazing kids who wanted to make the world a better place. And you know what I learned? Heroes are you. Superheroes are everywhere you look, even inside of you. The hero code. Do you want to be a superhero? It's easier than you think. The first thing you have to do is raise your right hand and say the words on the next page out loud. If you want to wear a cape while you do this, you can, but you don't have to. I promise to make people feel special, stand up for what's right, study and work hard, and make a difference when I can. And this is a timeline of my life, of Kamala Harris's life. And we can add something here. In November 2020, she was elected as Vice President of the United States of America. And here is a picture of Kamala and her sister Maya in Madison, Wisconsin. So friends, I hope you enjoyed the book Superheroes Are Everywhere by Kamala Harris. And I want you to think about how you can be a superhero right now. The world's a little crazy right now because of this COVID pandemic. And think about little things you can do to help make the world a better place. So, thanks for listening. Bye, friends.